It's the IESA Class 4A 7th grade state finals from Normal Kingsley Junior High School in Normal, Illinois, just off the campus of Illinois State University. And this is semifinal number 4, featuring the Frankfort Hickory Creek squad, who the Tigers, are 24-0 on the season for Frankfort Hickory Creek, the only undefeated team as they enter play today. And they're taking on the Vernon Hills Hawthorn South Eagles, who enter with a record of 16-3 on the season. Glad to have you alongside as Frankfort Hickory Creek is finishing up their warm-ups. Then an opportunity here in a moment for Vernon Hills Hawthorn South to get on the court, and a lot of excitement here in the gymnasium in anticipation of today's matchup. We'll talk about how these two teams arrived at this point, what's happened so far in the 7th grade 4A state finals, and more on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show next.
Are you looking to streamline your banking? Great Rivers Bank has just what you need with our streamlined checking and savings accounts. Earn high interest rates or get cash back on debit card purchases with your qualifying account, plus ATM fee refunds. Certain qualifications required. Call or visit our website today at www.greatriversbank.bank to get started. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The halftime show is sponsored by your friends at Little Jess Motor Company. If you've been waiting to get the best deal on a new Ram truck, well, your wait is over. During Ram Truck Month event at Little Jess, we're taking an unheard of 25% off all our last remaining 23 Ram 1500 Crew Cab Bighorn Eco Diesels. You heard me right, 25% off. Now you can save over $14,000 off our last 2 new Ram Eco Diesels. Get 28 mile per gallon highway and get one for as low as $42,570. Hurry in, Little Jess, serving Tri-States for 7 decades.
Here in Pittsfield, we're focused on maintaining a healthy, diverse economic base to increase opportunities for our residents. Economic factors greatly affect a community's overall potential, and we strive to continue our prosperous culture. The availability of both commercial and industrial employment centers and new lucrative entrepreneurship opportunities are major assets for growth and development here in Pittsfield. In addition to providing employment and income to people, Pittsfield also boasts several tax incentive districts to further facilitate economic growth. Examples of growth and success can be seen throughout Pittsfield. Pittsfield is located within Pike County and widely known for the abundance of white-tailed deer, and is also home to companies that have capitalized from the region's natural resources. Located over on Madison Street, Whitetail Properties is a major local and international employer that truly embodies the local and economic spirit of Pittsfield. State-of-the-art communications and telecommuting are available here. Be sure to catch their televised series throughout the week on the Sportsman Channel. Come grow and be a part of something great in Pittsfield, Illinois.
Welcome back for this final quarterfinal of this Friday night slate from Normal Kingsley Junior High School. Vernon Hills Hawthorn South, the Eagles, Matt Cameron's squad, 16-3, taking on undefeated Frankfort Hickory Creek, the Tigers, and their head coach Katie Roberts are 24-0 on the season. First of all, for Frankfort Hickory Creek, in postseason action, they had wins in the regional against Ulenix Martino, 25-15, 25-13, and then a win over Frankfort Summit Hill, 25-15, 25-14. Moved on to sectional action where they scooted by Shorewood Troy fairly handily, 25-9, 25-17, and they arrive here in the state quarterfinals undefeated on the season. They take on this Vernon Hill Hawthorn South Eagles team, who's had a good season as well, again 16-3. In postseason action, they won their regional opener over Vernon Hills Hawthorn North, 25-16, 25-16. A 3-set regional championship over Lake Zurich North, 25-21, 22-25, 29-27. What a thrill that was to win the regional. And then beat Barrington Prairie in the sectional, 25-15, 25-15, as they have arrived here at the state finals. So far in action earlier this evening, Triad beat McKenna 25-15, 25-18. Cole City was a 25-19, 25-12 winner over Chatham Glenwood. And in the most recent match that finished up, Morton, after a tight one against Lamont O'Quarry in the first one, 27-25, won the second set handily, 25-13. They await the winner of this contest in tomorrow's second semifinal. So the first semifinal, St. Jacob Triad will meet Coal City at 11 o'clock. And then we know that Morton Junior High School will await the winner of this game to play at 12:15. Third place game will take place at 2 o'clock, championship at 3:15 tomorrow afternoon, all here on Central Illinois Sports, live from Normal Kingsley Junior High School. Teams finishing up their warm-ups. We'll pause for our final break. When we come back, we'll have the Farm and Home Supply non-starters and starting lineups for both of these teams in state quarterfinal action. We hope you'll stay with us on Central Illinois Sports.
I must get the dew.
Cut! He's hypnotized again!
Do the dew.
Strike your best deal on a new Ford Mach-E. Now at Westtown Ford in Jacksonville, get a 2023 Ford Mach-E for just $563 per month. Offer for a limited time only at westtownford.com.
It's time to march into savings at your local Farm and Home Supply. Get a free $25 gift card for every $100 you spend on footwear. Whether you're looking for work boots or casual shoes, cowboy boots or rubber, your local store has tons of styles to choose from.
Seventh grade 4A state tournament. And this is the final quarterfinal of this Friday evening. As we'll see, Frankfort Hawthorn South. Just who are going to be and sorry about that, had to get a few things adjusted on the audio side. We apologize for the interference there. As we're trying to work through that, we'll meet the non-starters for these two teams. First of all, for Vernon Hills Hawthorn South, the Eagles, Matt Cameron, their head coach. They're 16-3 on the season, assisted by Katie Baker, along with Marissa Cameron and Addie Quills. We'll meet both their starters and non-starters in this game. Again, presented by Farm and Home Supply. From snacks and hoodies to power tools and lawn chairs, nobody has a like your local Farm and Home Supply. Learn more at farmandhomesupply.com. The Eagles non-starters will be a 6th grader, Safania Hatardo Larson. A 7th grader, that's Kendall Sabaki. And a 6th grader, Samantha Bernard, along with a 7th grader and Amani Saeed. Also non-starters will be Cecilia Burt. She wears the number 20 as a 7th grader. Lexi Dove, she's a 7th grader, outside hitter for this squad. Courtney Wallace, wearing the number 31, a middle hitter, is a 7th grader, and we'll also see on the bench to start the game, Evelyn Beetzel, the 6th grader, middle hitter for this squad from Hawthorn South, Vernon Hills. For Frankfort Hickory Creek, the Tigers, 24-0 on the season. Katie Roberts, Christina Vallejo are their coaches, and their lineup will look like this. On the non-starting side, first of all, Kinsey Connolly wears the number 9. She's a 6th grader. Number 11, Kate Lincoln. She is a 7th grader. Elise Meter wears the number 15. She's a 7th grader. We also see Emma Mykor. She's a 6th grader, wears the number 26. Then another 6th grader, that's number 28, Allison Urban, the middle hitter for this squad from Hickory Creek. Now for the starters for the Eagles, first of all, Vernon Hill Hawthorn South. Starters will be at the setter position, number 14, a 7th grader, Aria Shaw. At the middle hitter, she is a 7th grader, 19, Mally McCrae. At an outside hitter, where's the number 21, a 7th grader, Claire Avazian. At the libero, she is a 7th grader, Kennedy Cohen. At the middle hitter, she is a 7th grader, Maya Thomas. Another middle hitter is a 6th grader. First one we've seen the starting lineup in any game so far tonight. That's Parker Poland. And then we'll see Alyssa Vila, number 36. She's an outside hitter, 7th grader for Vernon Hill. For Frankfort Hickory Creek, the Tigers, their lineup looked like this. The libero of a 6th grader, so a fellow 6th grader in the starting lineup on the other side. That's Ashley Ortiz. We'll see Katie Harper, an outside hitter, a 7th grader. Where's number 20? The setter position, she's a 7th grader, 21, Haven Inselman. At a middle hitter, she's a 7th grader, Audrey Nepkin. At an outside hitter, a 6th grader, Emerson Elliott. At a middle hitter, she's a 7th grader, that's Claire Connolly. And at the outside hitter, a 7th grader, Jayla Thomas. So we see 6th graders in the starting lineup for both squads. So fun to see that, as well as they get to participate here in the 7th grade state finals. We take our final break. We get set for action with you next.
Is predator hunting your thing? Game Masters has you covered. We have way more than just deer and turkey hunting gear, safes, clothes, and gifts. Come check out our predator guns, calls, decoys, lights, traps, binoculars, bipods, tripods, and shooting sticks. Don't forget your thermal and night vision, rifle scopes, trapping equipment, and supplies. Whether your next game pursuit is big or small, runs or flies, Game Masters has what you need to get the job done. We're passionate about the outdoors.
Just about ready for action here from Normal Kingsley Junior High School. Again, we're in the shadows of Sefcu Arena here at Normal Kingsley on the campus of Illinois State University. This is the former Normal Community High School location. Of course, that facility has been built for some while, as has Normal West, so quite the growth and the population of the schools here in the Bloomington Normal area, and we are set for action here as the two teams will shake hands at the net. And we'll get underway here in this final quarterfinal. Again, the winner will move on to the championship semifinal tomorrow at 12:15. In the blue uniforms is Vernon Hills, Hawthorn South, the Eagles, 16-3, against the 24-0 maroon and gold-clad Hickory Creek Tigers of Frankfort. Should be a fun matchup. Again, the only undefeated team in the tournament is this Hickory Creek squad. It's a little, I don't know if you call that a little extra pressure, or maybe a little more pressure you put on your opponent when they see that record. We'll have to see how this plays out. Both teams have had fine seasons and are really looking forward to seeing both of them play here in this state quarterfinal. Referees making sure that everything's set. They've done a fantastic job throughout our first three quarterfinals, and expect nothing less here in the fourth. Hickory Creek will start the contest on the serve, and we'll see back to serve will be Haven Inselman. Inselman is a 7th grader. She's a setter for this team, and her first serve is an ace. And what a way to start for this squad from Frankfort and Hickory Creek. Took the monitor out courtside. Look out. You got to be part of the action for a moment. Don't worry, we'll send the bill. Just kidding, of course. This one is across, and it's going to be another ace. Back-to-back aces to start this one for Inselman to make it a 2-0 advantage for Hickory Creek. Haven Inselman trying to get her team off to a fast start. How about 3 aces in a row? That's a fast start. And Vernon Hills trying to make some adjustments. But I'll tell you what, Inselman is putting the ball right where she wants it right now. And it's got some force behind it. Her next hits the top of the net, and the service error will be the first point of the day for the Eagles. And they'll send back to serve Aria Shaw. Shaw's first serve of the day, hitting the back line by the libero. Now Inselman will set it up, hit on the outside here and in for the kill. Katie Harper, the lefty. This Frankfort Hickory Creek Tiger squad is the tallest team player for player that we've seen so far in the tournament. As Kinsey Connolly checks into action, and she'll be back to serve. She's a 6th grader. Where's the number 9? Connolly's serve on the way. The jump serve. Hitting the back line. Sent right back across on the kill by Haven Inselman. And the roll is still going well for the Tigers. Off to a good start. Kinsey Connolly to serve again. Also on the team is Claire Connolly. Here's the ball taken by Shaw. Now to the net. And across. Dug out there by Inselman. To the libero and Ortiz. It'll be hit across here by Connolly. Set up to the net. Half to send it across will Shaw. Now the ball to Inselman. Sets it up behind her head to her teammate Nepkin, who made a nice hit on it. Played well here by Vernon Hills. Sent right back across to the Tigers now. Inselman will send it across, and a crafty move by Inselman. She's been an early impact player for Hickory Creek, and the Tigers of Frankfort Hickory Creek have the 6-1 early set 1 advantage. Kinley Connolly on the serve. This one looks to be out of bounds. They'll say no, it's snuck in here. One referee called it in, one referee called it out, and we'll see. We could see a do-over here, I guess. And they'll say no, it was out, and they'll give the point to Vernon Hills. So Vernon Hills will get the point here and be back on the serving side of things. 4 referees, one on either side. They both had an angle at it. It was opposite the referee on this side on the corner, but right down the line for the referee on the other side. And she said she saw it clearly, and that's why she made the final call. Courtney Wallace on the serve now for the Eagles. Ball set up on the outside, and we're going to get the first kill of this contest from the outside hitter in Jayla Thomas. Tell you what, there are some powerful hitters on this Tigers squad. Audrey Nepkin back to serve. Nepkin with the serve, a good one here. Taken to the back line. Shaw sends it toward the net to her teammate in Avazian. Ball set up on the outside. Now Thomas has to bump it across. Back to Shaw at the net, set up there and batted down by Connolly. Claire Connolly with a kill. 8-2, Hickory Creek. Tigers off to the kind of start you would think a team who was 24-0 on the season would get off to. They've been impressive so far, and the Eagles looking for some sort of an answer here in the early going. Nepkin's serve. Hit by the libero here in Sabaki. Now hit back across again quickly by Harper. And another quick point for Hickory Creek, and no timeout yet from Matt Cameron. He's trying to keep his team calm. Doesn't want to startle them too much here. Just got to get the nerves calmed down if you're the Eagles. Audrey Nepkin with the serve. Shaw leaves it to her teammate in Vela. Blocked as they try to send it back across. Now this one hit high. Hits one of the beams on the ceiling. Comes back down. And Clara Avazian knew she couldn't hit it because she had touched it last. It actually hit the beam on the ceiling, and now we'll get a timeout here for the Eagles. Eagles down early, 10-2 to Hickory Creek. Back with you after this.
From bag to field to bin, Prairieland FS is your home for quality seed. We treat it right here at one of our local facilities, deliver it right to your farm, and then provide the propane to fuel your bins. Have confidence in what you're putting in your engine with our energy specialist. They're focused on maximizing power, fuel efficiency, and engine protection to keep you going. We're neighbors serving neighbors. Prairieland FS, your leading supplier of choice.
Welcome back to Normal Kingsley Junior High School. It is an early 10-2 lead for Hickory Creek. The ISA is proud to announce the official volleyball used in the Volleyball State Series has been manufactured by Macassa Sports. Macassa is making a major commitment to the schools of the IESA and the young people who represent them in the State Series competition. Macassa is manufacturing the official ball used in all 8 ISA State Tournament Series from the very first competition in the regionals all the way through the state tournament. When kids from Illinois play their games, they make the outcome official with Macassa. Back to live action here as the Tigers back on the prowl here. As Nepkin with a serve, this one into the net, and that service error will give the ball back to Vernon Hills. We'll run down the volleyball here. And back to serve for Vernon Hills Hawthorn South. We see Mally McCray. There's a ball at the net, set up here, and a big kill again. That's Claire Conley again on a kill to make it 11-3 Hickory Creek, and just power after power coming out of this Tigers squad. Kate Lincoln to serve for Hickory Creek, her first serve of the day. In the middle, now saved back to the net. That's a cross by Vila. Diving play in the back line. Thomas centers it nicely to Inselman, who sends it across. Now this one almost a double hit there. Thomas gets it for Hickory Creek. Outside right back to Thomas on the kill. Kept alive by Avazian, and then she sends it right back across. A tremendous defensive play, and then she turned it into offense quickly. Declare Avazian, the outside hitter. That looked to be sure points for the Tigers, but the Eagles say not so fast. 11-4 the score. First serve of the day here by Avazian. Inselman sets it to the net to Thomas now on the right side, and she puts this one down with the right hand. We've seen Thomas on the left side hit it left-handed. Now on the right side, she hits it with the right hand. And Jayla Thomas now will go back to serve. She'll serve right-handed here. Bump towards the net, set up here. Ball partially blocked, and they'll say into the net. Inselman and Conley, one or the other, hit the net that time, and the point will be awarded to the Eagles. Eagles in the blue uniforms with the gold numbers. As back to serve is Alyssa Vila. Vila serves it into the net. Makes it 13-5. Hickory Creek. As we'll see back to serve Ashley Ortiz. She's a libero, a sixth grader for this squad. Several sixth graders in action for both teams. Ortiz's serve is across the net. Shaw sends it across. Inselman will set it up on the outside. Had to be saved back in that time. Nice play by Emerson Elliott. Set up on the other side now for Shaw. It's blocked back down. Shaw kept it alive to her teammate Vila, who sends it across and gets it to stay in. I mean, right in the corner that time. Could not have placed it any more perfectly for Alyssa Vila. Makes it a 13-6 score. Here in set number one. On to serve is Parker Poland. Ball is to Inselman at the net. She sets it up for Nepkin. Nepkin hits it toward the back line. Poland tried to play it there, but it's off of her and out of bounds, and Hickory Creek with another point to lead 14-6. When you get Nepkin or Inselman at the net, also we've seen Claire Connolly. There's a lot of power there to deal with. Here's a serve by Inselman. Hits it across. Now she comes up to set it to Ortiz. Back to Inselman from the back line. Hits the top of the net. Sent right back across on the free ball here. Inselman trying to get over there to get the set. And just some miscommunication. A little bunched up on the offensive attack that time were the Tigers. And it gives the point to the Eagles, as we'll see Maria Shaw back to serve, and she has a good serve. Inselman sends it across as she's going away from the net this time to the back line to the libero in Sabaki. Check, that's Kennedy Cohen, as the libero. And here's a kill now by the big left-hander, Katie Harper. A big swat that time to make it 15-7. Kinsey Conley back in the game. She's back on to serve. Kinsey is a sixth grader. Claire is a seventh grader. Both of the Connollys have contributed nicely for this team. Here's a double block at the net, but out of bounds. And it'll be a point for Hawthorn South. Makes it 15-8. As we see into the contest for Vernon Hills Hawthorn South, that's Courtney Wallace to serve. Wallace, a seventh grade middle hitter. Throws it up high, serves it across. Thomas with a diving play. Will this one get to the net? It will. Now a little miscommunication. Ball sent back across by Mally McCray, but it's too far and out of bounds. Make it 16-8. You can tell the spacing has been an issue for both teams here in the last couple of, after the last couple of serves. Hickory Creek up to this big lead in the early part, and looking to add to it here as Audrey Nepkin will serve. Hit right back across, and trying to get the kill was Claire Conley. Didn't really get that total jump, but she was kind of falling backwards, and it goes into the net. And the score is 16-9. On to serve is Mally McCrae. Taken to the back line, set up for Inselman. Inselman will get it to Harper. Harper hits this one well out of bounds. A little too much mustard behind that one. 16-10, a little momentum here now for the Eagles. Mally McCrae, her serve, taken on the back line there by Conley. Hit now by Thomas, and you want to talk about some power? Insert Jayla Thomas. Wow, what a kill. Thomas high pointed the ball that time, kind of like you'd see a receiver do on the football game, and I mean just absolutely swatted it right back down. Here's Kate Lincoln on the serve, her first of the day. Ball will be returned by Shaw. Lincoln now sets it to Inselman at the net. Gets it to Connolly. Kinsey Connolly hits it out of bounds, it appears. And that makes it a 17-11 score. Eagles fans trying to cheer their team back into another point. They do on this ace. Give the ace to Claire Avazian. 17-12, and now Hickory Creek, the Tigers, want the timeout. They lead Vernon Hills 17-12, but a good opening match. We'll have more action for you after this.
I like hard work. I mean, I kind of was raised that way. You really do make a difference. You're helping ship out food to feed people. Someone's got to do it, and I don't mind doing the hard work of it, you know. That gives me meaning, and I do go home rewarded. Every time I drop off a pallet, it's kind of corny, but I look back at it with a sense of pride. I'm like, yep, I built that, it looks awesome, and then I just drive away. I love it. When my life needed meaning, I chose Doc.
Timeout was taken by Frankfort Hickory Creek. Even though they have the lead, 17-12, Kate Roberts didn't want too much momentum to head the way of the Eagles, and she took the timeout as Avazian's on to serve. Another ace by Avazian. And Claire Avazian, the seventh grader, on to serve again. Another good serve, and another ace. 3 in a row by Claire Avazian has pulled her team within 3. As the fans on the opposite side are pumped up right now. Avazian with another one. And could it be another ace? No, saved in the back line. Thomas has to hit it across into the net. Point still for Vernon Hills. Hawthorn South. The Eagles on the run right now to make it 17-15. Kind of looked like you might see a runaway. Here's the ball hit high. Thomas will run it down. Centers it. Ball sent across the net by Claire Connolly into the back line here. On the right side, hit across by the Eagles. Inselman sends it across. Shaw kept it alive. Set up here by Avazian. Right back to Shaw. Now controlled by the Tigers. Ball high. Hits one of the speakers hanging down here. And it'll be a point for Hickory Creek of Frankfort. And we've seen there are a lot of things in this gym that have kind of interfered with the ball at times. You see the baskets that hang across the top. That's the first time we've seen it hit the speakers. We've seen the beams and the lights all hit today. Here's Thomas on a serve. Taking the back line. Shaw trying to keep it alive. Can't run it down, though. And an ace here for Jayla Thomas. Jayla Thomas to serve again. Taken there by Cohen. Centered, hit across by Avazian, and she'll get the point for her team as Thomas came diving in but could not get to it and keep it alive. Avazian, an impact player in a lot of ways here in this first match, and down to a 3-point game again as back to serve is Alyssa Vila. Vila, Thomas hits it high. Ball now centered. Inselman says she wants it and hits it across. Taken there by Cohen. Ball set up for Shaw. Shaw's hit is out of bounds. Past the inline, out of bounds, and that'll give the Tigers the 20-16 lead. As Ashley Ortiz is back and ready to serve, they'll run the volleyball down for her. She gets quite the running start here, does Ortiz. Hits this one across. Shaw at the net, sets it up here for the outside hitter and Thomas. Blocked at the net twice and blocked again. Kept alive, but it was out of bounds. Oh no, excuse me. They called a net infraction here by Hickory Creek, so the point is to Vernon Hills, Hawthorn South. Pulls them again to within 3. Parker Poland. Net infraction, or excuse me, a service error, I should say, to make it 21-17. That puts Haven Inselman, who started the game on a big run. She's back to serve here. They serve across, and it's another ace for Inselman. Just got a little extra juice on it than anybody else on this team. And we've seen some big hits from this Hickory Creek squad, and Coach Matt Cameron wants to talk it over with the Eagles. 22-17, Tigers on top. They'll have the serve when we come back.
It's time to march into savings at your local farm and home supply. Get a free $25 gift card for every $100 you spend on footwear. Whether you're looking for work boots or casual shoes, cowboy boots or rubber, your local store has tons of styles to choose from.
It wasn't a long talk by Matt Cameron, but he did take the time out to try to settle his team down as Inselman's back to serve again, and it's another ace. Another ace for Inselman. Now her team 2 points away from taking this opening set. Haven Inselman, where's the number 21? Serves with a right hand. Ball return, going to be hit right back over. Now the free ball the way of Vernon Hills, blocked at the net by the combination of Harper and Nepkin. No, excuse me. They're going to say she was into the net. So the Eagles will get the point. Much to the surprise of Audrey Nepkin. We can't take time to dwell on that, though, as we're right back to action now. Eagles, a miss hit in the back line, and this will result in a point for Hickory Creek. The Tigers now 1 point away from this opening set victory. And they'll bring Kinsley Conley back in to serve. Kinsey Connolly, the 6th grader, trying to win this opening set for her team off of this serve. It's across. Hit high by Thomas on the back line. Vila now up. Ball kept high here. Ortiz hit hard across, this time by Inselman. Off of the Eagles player and out of bounds. And Hickory Creek with a 25-18 opening set win. We'll get set for set number 2 after this.
Here in Pittsfield, we're focused on maintaining a healthy, diverse economic base to increase opportunities for our residents. Economic factors greatly affect a community's overall potential, and we strive to continue our prosperous culture. The availability of both commercial and industrial employment centers and new lucrative entrepreneurship opportunities are major assets for growth and development here in Pittsfield. In addition to providing employment and income to people, Pittsfield also boasts several tax incentive districts to further facilitate economic growth. Examples of growth and success can be seen throughout Pittsfield. Pittsfield is located within Pike County and widely known for the abundance of white-tailed deer, and is also home to companies that have capitalized from the region's natural resources. Located over on Madison Street, Whitetail Properties is a major local and international employer that truly embodies the local and economic spirit of Pittsfield. State-of-the-art communications and telecommuting are available here. Be sure to catch their televised series throughout the week on the Sportsman Channel. Come grow and be a part of something great in Pittsfield, Illinois.
The halftime show is sponsored by your friends at Little Jess Motor Company. If you've been waiting to get the best deal on a new Ram truck, well, your wait is over. During Ram Truck Month event at Little Jess, we're taking an unheard of 25% off all our last remaining 23 Ram 1500 Crew Cab Bighorn Eco Diesels. You heard me right, 25% off. Now you can save over $14,000 off our last 2 new Ram Eco Diesels. Get 28 mile per gallon highway and get one for as low as $42,570. Hurry in, Little Jess, serving Tri-States for 7 decades.
At Full Throttle Parts, we do spray-on bed liners, a brand called Patriot Liner. It is very elite. It actually enhances the resale value of anything you put it on or off-road.
Go Full Throttle!
Go Full Throttle.
So many flavors of dew. I am thirsty. I must get the dew.
Cut! He's hypnotized again!
Do the dew.
Frankfort Hickory Creek with the opening set win, 25-18, ready to start set number 2. As referees making sure the correct players are on the court. Thanks to our officials who've done an outstanding job throughout the evening. These 4 have worked all of the games so far. 4 games tonight, 4 games tomorrow. Semifinals start at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. And to start the second set for this final quarterfinal, I believe we should see Kate Lincoln, I believe, will be the young lady to serve. No, excuse me. It's the serve the way of Vernon Hill Hawthorn South. My apologies. And Area Shaw will be on the serve for the blue-clad Eagles. And she gets an ace to start things the right way for this Eagles squad. Shaw is center for this team. Gets it to Thomas. Ball set high now. Inselman will try to send it across and does. Set toward the net, sent across by Shaw there. Now ball set up for Inselman. Dug out there by Shaw on the back line. Right back to Shaw. She'll send it across. Inselman now puts it across quickly on the second hit for Hickory Creek. And now we're going to see a kill from the outside by Clara Vazian. And Vazian gives the Eagles the 2-0 lead. Matt Cameron's team not hanging their head here early in this second set. Even though they fell in the first one, they're looking to try to make this thing go 3. And another ace. Shaw with the ace. Katie Roberts gives her team some instruction from the sideline. One of the things she said, hey, make sure we don't stop our feet. You can see her say. And another ace here. And Area Shaw is off to a start like no other for the Eagles. She'll look to keep it rolling here. Gets this one into the net. It was when Shaw got the ball back, she kind of bounced it off her own foot, and you kind of wonder if that didn't throw her kind of out of her rhythm. And then she hit it into the net. She was a little rushed, possibly. Inselman is back to serve for the Tigers. She hits it, and she gets an ace. It hit the top of the net, but scooted its way across to make it 4-2. Inselman on the next serve for the Tigers. Another ace. Back-to-back aces by Haven Inselman. And she's kind of been the spark for this team a couple of times already in this match. And now she's looking to try to tie this second set up. Ball kept alive in the back line. Now hit across here and put it where they weren't that time to Mally McCray for the Eagles. Make it 5-3. And into the contest on to serve is Courtney Wallace for the Eagles. Wallace throws it high. Thomas on the other side sets it up. Inselman. Nepkin partially blocks and right back across on the free ball. Inselman to the libero and Ortiz. Now back to Inselman from the back. Hits this one high. It hits off of the roof and messed with the timing there for the Eagles. It hit the beam and came back down kind of at an awkward spin on it. Of course, the elements are the same for both teams, but it seems like that has affected Hawthorn South more than it has Hickory Creek so far. Here's Connolly on to serve. That's Kinsey Connolly, the 6th grader. Ball is set up on the outside here for Vila. Dug out on the other side, sent back across by Nepkin. In the back line, Cohen tries to get it back toward the net, and this one goes wide And the game will be tied now at 5 points apiece. Kinsey Conley back to serve once again. In a 5-all contest now. Conley gets an ace. And has put the Tigers on top, 6-5. Conley placed that one perfectly between the front and back line here for Vernon Hills. Conley's next serve. Sent to the net. This one's set up here for McCray to hit it across, and she'll hit it into the net. As now Hickory Creek appears to have the momentum headed back their direction. Kinsey Conley. The jump serve. And an ace. Another ace for Conley. That early momentum that the Eagles had has quickly dissipated, and they find themselves down 8-5 after leading 5-1 early. Here's Conley. Another good serve. Recovered to the back line here by Sabacki. Hit across by Avazian, but too far and out of bounds. And it's 9-5 Tigers. Kinsey Conley looks at the official, says, let's keep this thing moving. She's got a good rhythm here. Hit in the back line. Ball hit right back across by Harper. Now set up. Sent across the net by Avazian. Inselman sets it up for Nepkin. No Thomas on the outside. She'll just tap it across. Diving. Now Nepkin sends it right back to the other side. The Eagles recover though. Shaw from the back line. Hits it across the net. Inselman sets it up for Nepkin with the kill. Nepkin with the big kill. And she or Thomas get that jump timed correctly, they really hit the ball with some force. Kinsey Conley to serve again for the maroon-clad Tigers. Taken in the middle line. Now it's set up for McCray, blocked at the net. Eagles still working to get it across, and they do. Inselman will set it up for Nepkin now. She's looking for another kill. Nice job by Cohen in the back line to keep that one alive for the Eagles. Sends it back to the front to McCray. Off of the hands of Nepkin, and then kind of a miss hit that time from Harper results in a point for Vernon Hill. (10-6) score. McCray on the serve, taken there by Libero Ortiz. Inselman sets it up for Nepkin. Nepkin the big hit, and they'll say that one of the Eagles interfered with the net that time. Tigers at the point. Nepkin back to serve. Audrey Nepkin, the middle hitter for this team. One of the middle hitters, that is. Wears the number 22. And puts this one across the net on the serve. Cohen with a diving play. Nepkin gets it right back on the other side. Inselman sets it up on the outside for the left-hander Harper. And it's too far and out of bounds. Out of bounds here to make it 11-7. As Avazian, who had a really nice run on the serving side in set number 1. Hits this one at the top of the net. It gets across. Dug out by Thomas. Hit back across by Harper, and she'll get the kill. Timing was kind of thrown off, but the ball hit the top of the net, but a good recovery there by Jayla Thomas on the diving play. And her team results with the point in their favor. And serve is Kate Lincoln. This one looks to be too far, and it is too far, out of bounds. Just past the end line. 12-8. Not quite as sharp here as they started set number 1 for Frankfort Hickory Creek. And they're giving some momentum back the way of the Eagles as Vila on the serve. Taken now by Ortiz. She'll give it up for Connolly. Ball kind of batted around quickly a couple times. Sit back across the net by Avazian. To Inselman. She tries to spike it across and hits it into the net instead. (12-9). Vila on the serve. Ortiz hits it. Now the ball is centered back. Has to get across this time, and does. Off of the Claire Connolly hit. Now the ball set up on the outside for a kill from Shaw. Makes it 12-10, and here come the Eagles, and Hickory Creek wants the timeout. 12-10, Frankfort Hickory Creek on top. Timeout here, though, by the Tigers as the momentum headed the way of the Eagles. We'll have more for you after this.
I have to speak to you about something that is concerning me. Heard you and your mother talking about this Arlo fella.
You're dating someone?
Yeah.
Dad, Arlo's the name of the new security cameras that we got from our service provider. Arlo's not a boy.
Oh, boy.
Ah, not a boy. Apparently, we just learned that it's a camera named after a boy. Why don't you name it Peter?
Back to action after the timeout taken by Frankfort Hickory Creek. They lead Vernon Hill, Hawthorn South, 12-10. Here in set number 2 after taking the first set. There's a ball hit across by Kinsey Connolly, and kind of a miss hit from the back line that time from the Eagles. Will give the point and the service back to the Tigers. As we'll see back on the serve here is Jayla Thomas. Thomas will get an ace. Put it right between kind of no man's land that time, and Cohen couldn't decide if it was going to go too long or not, so she tried to make contact with it, and it went off of her and to the back wall here. Thomas on the serve again. Oh, spotted up by Shaw for Poland. Kind of a miss hit by Poland, and a point for Frankfort Hickory Creek. 15-10 Tigers. This is Jayla Thomas trying to keep things rolling for her squad here. On the serve, another good one. Poland is looking for Nia Thomas, who was just a little late getting there. And Jayla Thomas for the maroon-clad Tigers gets another service point. She'll put it across. Puts a little extra spin on it when she hits it. Now Cohen will send it back across the back line. Thomas sets it up for Harper. Is it in? Yes, it is. Actually, that was Claire Conley on the hit that time. Excuse me. Claire Conley with the kill. That make it 17-10. And a timeout taken by the Eagles. They trail Frankfort Hickory Creek 17-10 here in set number 2.
Game Masters is your headquarters for all your hunting gear. We have more than just camo hunting attire. Come check out our casual lines of Sitka, Under Armour, North Face, Columbia, Drake, and more. Pursue your prey with these off-road Quiet Cat bikes from Game Masters. Easy to transport and perfect for your next hunting adventure. Game Masters, we're passionate about the outdoors.
So many flavors of dew. I am thirsty. I must get the dew.
Cut! He's hypnotized again!
Do the dew.
After the timeout, 17-10, the Tigers on top, and Jayla Thomas is back and ready to serve for this Tigers team. She's trying to take this quarterfinal in straight sets. Her serve, another good one. Poland spots it to the middle, hit across by Shaw. Taking to the back line now. Inselman tries for the kill, dug out nicely. Shaw centers it to her teammate and Thomas, who can't get it across the net. And another point the way of the Tigers. Jayla Thomas with another service point, and she's on to serve this one again. The back line swatted right back down on the free ball, this time by Claire Connolly. Now it seems like the Tigers really have things rolling. They're kind of a loose bunch, by the way. A lot of fun being had on this team, and why not? When you're 24-0, things are a lot of fun, right? Jayla Thomas on the serve. Shaw sends it across and catches the Tigers a little flat-footed that time. Shaw kind of made it look like she was going to set it up for one of her hitters and instead sent it across and got the points. As we'll see Parker Poland on for some important serves here. Poland hits this one too far, out of bounds. A little too amped up that time was Poland. Gets to the bench for a quick drink, and they'll know she has a chance to be right back out there, so you got to stay positive. And Matt Cameron, a very positive coach on the sideline, you can tell. Here's Shaw with the set at the net for her teammate in McCray. Thomas with a nice play to save that one. Get it across to the left side. Emerson Elliott with the kill. Now the lead is out to 10. Ortiz back to serve. Ortiz hits it across into the back line. Shaw sets it at the net for McCray. Partially blocked. Kept alive here though. Emerson sets it up for the outside hitter in Elliott. Ball sent right back across on the free ball. Kind of a miss hit. Desperation play by Alyssa Vila. She was down to one knee, but it falls in for the point nonetheless. 21-12. Shaw on to serve and hits this one to the net. One of the rare service errors as far as hitting the net that we've seen today. There's been so many good serves, and it's the same as in this game as it has in some of the others. And now the Eagles will call their second timeout of the period. They trail 22-12, trying to put together a little strategy to hang on and come back in this one. We'll have it for you next.
I love training. I like to help people improve on their tasks. That food has been providing everything for me. They just treat you so well. When my life needed an opportunity, I chose that.
We've got the kids, we've got the games. All we need is you. The schools of the Illinois Elementary School Association are looking for someone like you to become licensed as an official, a referee, a starter, or an umpire. We need sports-minded women and men to get into the action. It's easy to become licensed as an athletic official. Please take the time to find out how by calling the Illinois High School Association Officials Department at 309-663-6377. (22-12), the lead for Frankfort Hickory Creek, and who's on to serve but Haven Inselman. Inselman's first serve is across. Shaw centers it for McCray, who sends it across the net. Thomas back there for the Eagles. Ball set up for Nepkin. Dug out by Shaw. Kept alive here by Avazian. Sent back across the net by Vila. Another good play by Ortiz to center the ball. Gets it on the right side to Harper. Nice play in the back line by Shaw. She gets it right back to her, sends it across to Thomas. Good volley we have going on here. Ball hit on the outside to Elliott, and it's out of bounds. Or Harper, excuse me. Was that ball tipped? The Tigers thought it was tipped. The referees did not. And it's 22-13. Two officials right in the same spot. Neither one said it was tipped, and I will trust their judgment. As a serve here from Courtney Wallace. Ball set up for Nepkin. Wallace recovers in the back row now. Shaw has to send it across and does, and it's in. It's inbounds right on the line. 22-14. As the Eagles aren't ready to go away just yet. They've got their work cut out for them. Courtney Wallace to serve. Taking to the back line. Inselman now sets it up to the outside. For the lefty, Katie Harper from the left side, and she's been effective there a number of times. And is once again at the kill. 23-14. And here comes Kinsey Connolly back in, who has been a steady server for this Tigers team. She's on to try to finish this one out. Shaw hits it in the back line. But to Avazian right back across. Inselman will set it up for Thomas. Look out! And it's a kill. And now the Tigers are 1 point away. Jayla Thomas with a powerful kill that time from that left side. We've seen back-to-back plays like that from she and Harper. Ball served across, taken there by Avazian. Sent back across the net by Vila. It's too wide, it's out of bounds, and the undefeated season continues on to the state semifinals for Frankfort Hickory Creek. The Tigers win this one 25-14. They won the first set 25-18, and they take the match in straight sets. And they'll play against Morton tomorrow at 12:15 in the state semifinals. Congratulations on a fine season by Vernon Hill Hawthorn South. The Eagles finished the year with a record of 16-4, nothing to be ashamed of as their season ends here in the state quarterfinals. We take you to the Blessing Health System postgame show. Some final thoughts on our player of the game next.
Okay, everyone, let's do this. How about you?
What are your thoughts on today's patient care?
Real busy day, but it was a team effort. And how about you?
Third checkup that your patient talked about her summer concert. How do you stay enthused?
You can't blame her. Those tickets were hard to come by. But her summer wasn't a cruel one. Huh?
Doctor,
Next, how about you?
Doctor, it hurts when I do this.
Don't do that.
Hey, the internet says I'm sick. Am I?
I'd get a professional opinion on that.
Over here. Doc, donuts in the break room look like a hit.
Not bad. Definitely better than those bagels. Okay, we have time for one more. Next.
The staff looked focused today. What do you attribute that to?
Well, at Blessing, we're tasked with providing exceptional care, so every visit is like the big game for us. Okay, gotta run.
One size fits all. That may be all right for an adjustable belt or cheap sunglasses, but when it comes to your financial needs, no one wants a one-size-fits-all strategy. Derek Harris is your Pike and Adams County area Edward Jones financial advisor. Derek Harris's most important goals are yours. That's why Derek will take the time to understand your needs so he can recommend personalized strategies with your goals in mind. Contact Derek Harris today at 217-222-7173. Knowing you, that's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Frankfort Hickory Creek with back-to-back two-set wins here, 25-18, 25-14 over the Eagles of Vernon Hill, Hawthorn South, and they advance their record to 25-0 on the season and into the state semifinal tomorrow at 12:15, where they will meet a good Morton Potter squad. Our semifinals tomorrow will start at 11 o'clock. St. Jacob Triad will take on Cole City, and then at 12:15, Morton and Vernon Hills Hawthorn South. The third place game will kick off around 2 o'clock, and the championship match will start at 3:15 here at Normal Kingsley Junior High School. Time to name our player of the game, presented by Edward Jones financial advisor Derek Harris. Financial investments are important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, parents, and mentors. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this, and that's why Derek Harris is a proud sponsor of the player of the match on Central Illinois Sports. And how about the big day from Jayla Thomas? Serving, several kills, several big digs in this game as well. She was everywhere for the Tigers, and she is our player of the match. That's going to do it for the evening edition of this 7th grade 4A state finals from Normal Kingsley Junior High School. We're back with you tomorrow morning around 10:50 for pre-match coverage for semifinal action. We hope you'll join us then for the IESA state finals.